What up, BarberVille? Welcome to Illyz Barbershop, El Grove. Come on in. All right, so what we got right here is, I believe it's a 10 by 10 accent wall. I originally seen this on I don't know where it was. I think it was like a living room or something. I sent it to my guy. I was like, bro, could you make something like this happen? He's like, man, say less. I had to throw the logo right on there. I put a little bit of greenery over here just to make it pop. I had to throw the shelf on there so we could put a couple things up here. Candles, we always have candles just so it can smell good. Even though it's a barbershop, we have to have it smelling good. Right here, what we got right here is our business cards. We always gotta have some of those. Right here is our website. If maybe some client want to book right here, you could easily book. Click right on there. Maybe for your next visit, you could come and just book your next appointment right here. And what we got right here is our, we have to have flyers. I'm old school. We came up on no apps, no nothing, flyers. If you don't have any of these, you need to go get some, man, for sure. The telephone, the old school ones. And then, we gotta keep these on deck for the Bluetooth speaker, the TV, for the barbers to, watch whatever they gotta watch, sports, whatever. And then a little bit of more greenery just to, even it all out. But yeah, this is it. All right, so what we got right here is our waiting area. I went with all black leather because I don't know, I just thought it was nice and clean. It matches the chairs also. So what I noticed a long time ago, I've been owning the shop for 10 years already. So I used to have benches, nice clean benches also, but clients sometimes don't want to sit next to people, right? So I had to make them individual seating. I didn't want to throw some chairs in there either, just like that. So yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. And then this right here, I was at Target one day and I was like, man, wood. I was like, man, I got a little bit of wood in my shop. I was like, oh, let me grab that. And then right here, I know it's fake or whatever, but hey, if I would have got a real plant, what's gonna happen? The barbers ain't gonna feed it, man. So yeah, I grabbed this at IKEA real quick. But yeah, it's nice, clean, and simple. I think less is more sometimes. All right, so what we got right here is obviously a really big mirror. It was actually an accident for me to get this. It was totally an accident. My guy actually told me, hey, you're gonna need 20 mirrors. I'm the type of person that if my guy tells me get 20 mirrors, I'm gonna get 24. So I had 4 mirrors left over and I was like, man, what if I just did a really big mirror right here? And yeah, that's how it really just happened. And like, everybody comes in, you on IG, you on Snapchat, this right here, you just take a nice little picture right here, tag the shop. Hey, that's how everybody tagging something. So yeah. And then, I had to throw the barber pole in there, just to make it known that we a barbershop. And then yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Really big mirror with a trim. And this right here is where the magic happens. Right now we have 15 stations. I went with 15 stations. Right now we have 9 barbers. Hopefully, eventually we get fully booked out with the stations. I went with the rose gold because it's just, I don't know, something about it. It's just really nice and clean. Black chairs, not a lot of maintenance to it. The white stations, I wanted the whole black and white look and a little bit of wood. It just super clean to me. The floor obviously is beautiful. Yeah, the black and white with the gray accents, it's just something about it. It's just, I just love it. And yeah, long mirror, just so you can see everything. And yeah, I like simple things, simple but clean things. All right, so what we got right here is our Husky workbench. I got it at Home Depot. Something about them it's just so clean. The wood, the white, the theme is white, white and black. So you know, like putting these white stations right on the wall, it just so clean, so nice. What's pretty cool about these is so it don't matter if you're tall, small, medium, whatever it is, they go up, down. You could have them however you want, as tall as you want, as short as you want. I thought that was pretty cool. And then also right here, I tell my barbers all the time, look man, store less things. You don't want to have so many things on your station. Less is more, man. You don't want to be all cluttered. I don't know, that's just me. But this right here, if you have a Dyson, you have to go grab some of this. Right here, this thing's on Amazon, I believe it's like 20 bucks. You know, they got black or white. And then also down here, we got 4 connectors. I had those installed, and I also added another 7 outlet down there, because I already know these barbers, they like to have so many clippers. I got the small IKEA garbage can. I don't like big garbage cans. A bigger garbage can, more trash. I don't like all that. So then what we got right here is our black barber chair. Something about these chairs, they're just beautiful. I don't know, the rose gold, the black, the floor just made it pop. I don't know, they're just super nice. You sit in these things and it's just like, you feel like a king. I don't know how to explain it. You gotta come try them. But yeah, you know, if you like to recline your clients, you could recline them. I don't personally like reclining my clients, but some people do. But yeah, I went with the black because I used to have red chairs before, and man, they would always get stained. I was actually gonna go with the gray, but I was like, man, I'm gonna just go with the black. It looks super clean to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so now let's talk about the big mirror. I went with the whole mirror because I already went with the black wall, and that's already, it is super dark. So this actually gives it a lot more lighting. I believe it's 9 mirrors on each wall, and I went with the 9 mirrors. They're just plain mirrors, no trim, no nothing. I thought about it. I was like, man, what if I threw the same trim that I put all over on top of the mirror, all over it, and it just made it look 10 times better. Yeah, it just, I love the look. I love, like, anywhere you look, you can see everything that's going on, everything. So we ran into a little problem when we got over here. I actually had to get these pieces custom made because I wanted to throw a thermostat on there, and I just had this piece right here, so I had to get those custom made, and I believe it just makes it look real nice. Yeah, you know, through the thermostat right on there, they had to put a hole right through there. When I told my guy to do this, he's like, bro, ain't no way we could do this. But it was possible. Anything's possible, you know. Y todos sabemos que en la barbería se necesita mucha luz. Basically, we need a lot of light. As a barber, I've been barbering for a lot of years now, and I worked at barbershops where it was just not enough light. And as you can see, this is a lot of light. I actually had drop ceilings. I wanted to just open everything up. I don't know, it's just, I love that look. And yeah, so it's 25 by 60 feet. I found a company that was able to do that. I just literally sent them the measurements and they made it happen. It was around $5,000 with the one in the back there. Yeah, to me, this lighting is beautiful, man. I painted all of the top black, sprayed everything black, and with the lighting, it just makes it pop so much more. I love the open ceilings, man. It's just a different look. I like to be open. Drop ceilings, I kind of feel claustrophobic. I don't know, something about it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, I love the lighting, man. Lighting is very important to a barber. All right, so what we got right here is our Jumbotron. I got 55-inch TVs, I believe, on here. Something about a Jumbotron. Every time I take my kids to a Bulls game, I see the Jumbotron. I'm like, man, that shit is nice. Any angle you at, if you here or there, you're looking at a TV. I don't like the TVs on the walls. I don't know, I think this is a cleaner look. And I've seen Jumbotrons before, but I never seen this little piece right here. So, you know, once they put up the Jumbotron, I was like, man, there's a big hole up there. I had my sign guy that did my sign outside. I was like, hey, is there any way that you can make me these measurements right here, just make it into a big piece with my logo? And basically he made it happen. And yeah, I don't know, something about it, I just love this thing. This is probably one of the best things I have in the shop, I don't know. All right, so what we got right here is my shampoo bowls. But before we get to that, let me tell you, one of my biggest headaches building out the shop was the plumbing. I had to break the concrete to tell you that it was the worst nightmare. Just from like the inspectors to the everything to do with the plumbing, I hated it. But so yeah, I got the black and white look. I got them also where I got my barber chairs. I seen them and I was like, man, this is the one for sure. It's just super clean. We don't really use them too much, but we have to get them. In the state of Illinois, I believe if you have more than 10 stations, you need 2. So I had to put the two shampoo bowls. If not, I would have just put 1. I put the shelf up here. I got this in IKEA. For the towels, we always have to have clean towels at all times. We actually take turns, whoever washes the towels. My barbers, they cool as hell. And yeah, keep everything nice and clean. Like, hey, you're done cleaning up a kid, put it up here. That's why we got this. Put the shelves right here for the shampoos, and you know, just to make it look not too plain, I guess. But yeah, just overall, like, oh, and then I almost forgot. So I don't have a sink bowl. My guys, they fill up their water bottles. What I thought it was pretty cool, instead of just spraying, we have the option. You could also fill up your water bottle right there. Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, man, I need that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so what we got right here is one of my logos. Once everything was all set and done, this wall was just looking a little too plain. So I was like, man, well, how about I put the logo on here? I put the logo and I just went home not satisfied. I was like, man, it's a little too plain also. So I woke up the next day and the first thing I thought was like, man, what if I just drew something on here? Now, I don't know if you guys know me, but I'm Skis the Barber on IG, man. I am one of the few that likes to do graffiti on people's heads. I'm an artist, so I woke up and I was like, man, what if I just threw it all over the logo? So I came in and I just drew it right on there. I feel like it just gives it like a nice little pop to it or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And at Illyz Barbershop, man, we keep it official, man. I put up these 2 little simple but clean shelves to display all of the barbers' license, because I do not hire nobody. If you're not licensed, you're not working here. So yeah, I feel like it gave it a nice little look. I put a little bit of greenery on the side just to give it a nice little clean look. All right, so before we get to the studio, let me tell you about why this happened. I went to the Apple store. I don't know if it's just out here, but every Apple store I've been to is all glass. You walk in there, you got the big glass door, and I fell in love with it, man. This was actually gonna be a break room, but this is 12 by 6. I feel like it's a decent size room for a studio. I went with the green grass wall because it just gives it a nice little accent, you know, a little bit more color. I went with the same, I want everything to be unified, so I went with the same station, same chair. I put up a little shelf up there, you know, if he wants to, you know, whoever rents out the space, they could do their own little touch to it, you know. And then I did the same mirrors, same trim. I also put the trim up on the grass wall just to give it a nice little accent. And I put up 2 little shelves if they wanted to put anything up. And yeah, I feel like it's a good space for somebody. If there's not a lot of barbers that like to work around other barbers, so this is for them. The lighting, I was gonna do the same as out there, but I was like, man, what if I did the rectangle lighting. I hit up the same company, I told them the measurements, and they made it happen. And we also added a TV to keep the, you know, the clients entertained. Even though this wasn't supposed to be a studio, man, I'm happy that it happened that way, because nowadays there's barbers, they don't want to be cutting around other barbers. There's some people that just like having their own space, and I was glad that I could make that happen, because my barber, he loves it. All right, so what we got back here is our break room / storage. My break room was supposed to be the suite, but that didn't happen. We changed up the plans. So we made this back here our storage room / break room. This is our fridge. You know, every barbershop need to have a fridge for the barbers that bring lunch, which never really happens. But we got our nerds. We gotta have those on deck at all times. Shop favorite. And yeah, I don't like all my barbers eating back here all at once, so I made it only for 2. Yeah, like, it gets a little messy. Men are really, really messy, man. You have 10 barbers eating back here at once. What's gonna happen? We might fuck around and have rats back here or some shit. We have a steamer for whoever wants to use it. I don't like to keep it over there. We'll keep it over here. As long as they're using it, they can have it over there. This is our storage over here. We just keep our supplies back here. Paper towels, toilet paper, you know, whatever we need to store back here, you know, we do that over here. Over here, where we got our coat racks, I don't want the barbers leaving their coats all over, so coat rack for sure over here. I don't know if you guys have this, but to clean the shop, you need one of these, man. Blow all the hair out, boom, easy. 10 minutes, you have the whole shop clean. All right, so now let's talk about the Illyz mascot on wheels. This is a Jeep Wrangler, fully gutted out to be custom made just like how I wanted it. I got the logo put on everywhere possible. I got it here, I got it there. I got it everywhere. I got 26-inch by 14s on 40-inch tires. I got everything you could think of possible painted to match the whole thing. If you can't jump, you ain't getting in here. Let me tell you that. I don't got no side steps. I don't believe in those. Yeah, I mean, back here, oh, I got the top. The top is slanted. That's not normal. I got the 5th wheel in the back in case I get a flat tire or anything. Yeah, I got the logo back here. I got the Illyz plates, big hooks back there. Gas cap, had to throw the logo on there. Daddy's money, in case they thinking, you know, where the money coming from. Yeah, shit. The inside is fully gutted out also. I got the whole interior redone on it. Everything, logo put on it again. I also have the logo on top of the truck, but we don't got a drone, or I don't know if we do got a drone. We could take a look at that if you wanted to. But yeah, this pretty much, man, my little car. I like to drive on the weekends or something, you know.